Have you ever felt like the whole world was against you, even when you knew you were in the right? Today, we're diving into a story about Ethan, a university student whose life was turned upside down by a single, malicious lie. It's a tale about how quickly a reputation can be destroyed, and how the quiet power of truth can ultimately prevail. Ethan was the kind of student you'd find in the library on a Friday night. He wasn't a social butterfly, his focus was singular, his studies, he was on a full scholarship, the kind that required maintaining a near-perfect GPA. For Ethan, every grade, every exam, was a building block for his future, a future his family was counting on. He spent countless hours poring over textbooks, his life a quiet rhythm of lectures, study sessions, and part-time work. He didn't have time for drama. His path was set, and he was walking it with dedication. In his advanced physics class, there was another student named Caleb. On the surface, Caleb was everything Ethan wasn't. He was charismatic, popular, and seemed to breeze through his courses. But beneath that confident exterior, a bitter jealousy was brewing. Caleb saw Ethan's effortless, high grades not as a product of hard work, but as a personal slight. He couldn't stand that this quiet, unassuming guy consistently outperformed him. This envy festered, growing more toxic with each A+ Ethan earned. The final exam for advanced physics was the culmination of a semester's worth of grueling work. For Ethan, it was the final hurdle to securing his scholarship for another year. The exam hall was silent, thick with tension. Ethan, as always, was prepared. He moved through the questions methodically, his pen scratching against the paper. He was so engrossed, he didn't notice the subtle movements from the desk next to him. He didn't see Caleb, with a flick of his wrist, slide a small, crumpled piece of paper under the edge of his desk. When the proctor announced, "Pencils down," Ethan felt a wave of relief. He had done his best. As students began to file out, the proctor approached his desk. "Ethan, can you stay behind for a moment?" The proctor's voice was stern. He bent down and picked up the crumpled paper Caleb had planted. It was a cheat sheet covered in tiny, intricate formulas. Ethan's heart plummeted. He stared at the paper, completely bewildered. "This isn't mine," he stammered, his voice barely a whisper. But his denial fell on deaf ears. Caleb, who had lingered nearby, chimed in with feigned shock. "I can't believe it, Ethan. I always thought you were the smart one." The accusation, coupled with Caleb's performance, sealed Ethan's fate. He was escorted to the dean's office, the walk of shame feeling like miles. The evidence, though planted, seemed damning. A cheat sheet found at his desk, and a jealous classmate providing a witness account. The verdict was swift and brutal. Ethan was found guilty of academic dishonesty. He was suspended for a semester, and worse, his scholarship was immediately revoked. His world shattered. Everything he had worked for, every late night and sacrificed weekend, had vanished in an instant. The whispers started immediately. The studious, quiet Ethan was now a cheater. Friends, he thought, he had begun to avoid him. The isolation was suffocating. He felt a profound sense of injustice, a helplessness that gnawed at him. How could this happen? How could a lie be so powerful? For a few days, Ethan was lost in a fog of despair. The temptation to just give up, to let the lie consume him, was immense. But then, a quiet resolve began to form. He wasn't a cheater. He knew it, and he refused to let his future be stolen by someone else's malice. He remembered something from the orientation week. Every major exam hall was equipped with security cameras for this very reason. It was a long shot, but it was his only shot. With a newfound determination, Ethan drafted a formal appeal. He didn't shout or make emotional accusations. Instead, he calmly and logically laid out his case. He detailed his consistent academic record and his character and made a simple, crucial request. I formally request a review of the complete and edited security footage from the exam hall, specifically focusing on my desk and the area around it for the entire duration of the exam. The administration, though initially skeptical, was bound by procedure to grant his request. A review was scheduled. Ethan, the dean, and a disciplinary committee gathered in a small room to watch the footage. The video played in fast forward, a silent movie of students scribbling away. Ethan's heart pounded in his chest. What if the camera angle was wrong? What if the crucial moment was obscured? Then they slowed it down. The grainy footage showed Ethan, completely absorbed in his exam. His eyes never left his paper. And then it happened. The camera caught it perfectly. A clear, undeniable shot of Caleb glancing around before furtively sliding the crumpled paper from his pocket and pushing it under Ethan's desk. The room was silent. The committee members exchanged looks. The dean rewound the footage and played it again. There was no ambiguity. It was a clear, calculated act of sabotage. The truth, once revealed, was like a tidal wave. The tables turned instantly. Caleb was called in, and faced with the irrefutable video evidence, his confident facade crumbled. He confessed everything, admitting his jealousy had driven him to ruin Ethan's reputation. The consequences for Caleb were severe. He was expelled from the university. For Ethan, it was a moment of profound vindication. His suspension was immediately overturned. His scholarship was reinstated. The dean offered a formal, public apology, clearing his name entirely. The whispers that had followed him down the halls turned into words of support and admiration for his resilience. Ethan returned to his studies, but he was changed. The experience had taught him a difficult but valuable lesson. He learned how fragile a reputation can be, how easily it can be shattered by a whisper of falsehood. But more importantly, he learned the incredible power of evidence and the importance of staying calm and rational in the face of injustice. He realized that while lies can travel fast, the truth has a quiet, unshakable strength. His ordeal had been a fiery test, and he had emerged not just with his name cleared, but with a deeper understanding of himself and the world. He learned that integrity isn't just about being honest, it's about having the courage to fight for the truth, even when you're standing alone. What do you think about Ethan's story? Have you ever had to fight to clear your name? Let us know in the comments below. We all face moments of injustice, and sharing our stories can empower us all. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story inspiring, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content just like this. We'll see you in the next video.